And my thesis, my MSc thesis, was very much a spatial, computer-driven, developing the algorithm for working out the best routes that children should take to which school, to the school. But I also had a qualitative, partly qualitative, a mixed method section where I interviewed teachers of children in a particular class to see how their journey to school possibly affected their performance in school. Mm-hmm. It was very actually fascinating because the children who walked long distances to school were very familiar with their environment and performed well, and they were very fit, so the long walk didn't seem to make them fatigued. And they knew they had that possible connection with their mothers or home. They knew how to get to school and how to get back. Whereas the children in the Kingston school who were bused to school, went by bus or even car, they were the ones who were these were young children. I think they were 6 to 9 or 6 to 7, something like that. Sorry, can't remember exactly now. And so this was the impact of space and their relationship to their journey, and to the distance between home and school and the impact this had on them. So I had that aspect of the thesis, and then the other aspect was, and in those days we had to develop our own computer program.
Mm-hmm. Can you say a bit more about that?
Well, I think I've kind of forgotten most of it, because you had to insert your algorithm into a computer framework, the framework for it being read by the computer. And of course, in those days, you went to a computer room or place. In Penn State, it was quite a big building, and they had this huge computer somewhere which you hardly didn't see, but you were sat at a desk with cards that you had to then type into and leave for them to put into the computer. And so if it didn't work, if your algorithm had a blip in it, you had to then go back and bring it out again and put it in again. Yeah, we learned. It was certainly having to walk your way through what we now just do, automatically. We use a program and we have no idea how the program really works from a computer point of view. It was good training in logic.
Yes.
Or good exercise in logic, trying to work out how a computer thought. Yeah, so that's what we had to do. So I did actually geography with computer science.
Ah.
But my influence in geography in Penn State was very strong also. It was he died, sadly. Peter Gould was my supervisor and my mentor there. And he was the one that was very much driving this new geography that was very quantitative. And you were manipulating space all the time. You plugged your data into computer algorithms and worked with your modeling journeys and distance. So that was,
That's fascinating.
It was fascinating and a very new experience in geography for me.